Okay, so now we have accomplished the intro. We've got day number 1 under our belt. We've learned a lot about oligodendrocyte. Please comment and share what you've learned, because that's how we all grow, is when we comment and share what we've learned and how it is helping you become the best version of you. So now it's day number 2. This one here, I mean, I love them all, but this one here really gets us going. Dopamine 101, aka the crack drug, aka the energy drink, aka the best pot of coffee, aka the best water, electrolytes in the water. Everything about dopamine is absolutely phenomenal. So what is dopamine? Dopamine, what is it? What does it do? And why do we like dopamine? How do we use dopamine to propel us and continue to propel us into building better habits every single day? Well, the first thing that we do in dopamine, right here, we have a 10-minute alarm. Dopamine starts to go. Then we have a 5-minute alarm. Dopamine starts to get moving. Now you'll start to feel, wow, okay, my body's starting to go. Then we got a 2-minute, 2 minutes, all hands on deck, right? We've already messaged and told people, hey, I'm going in for 30 minutes. Don't talk, don't message me or call me, okay? I'm ready to go. And now, hype music going. We got our hype music. Now we feel a little bit different now with this hype music. We start to move a little bit different. We start to motion a little bit. And we start to salivate a little bit more. Like, what the heck is going on? I'm starting to get chills now. And now I'm focused. Focus time for dopamine time. Oh, this is what I love about dopamine. The task is to learn about dopamine's role in motivation and how it supports habit formation. Did you catch that? How it supports habit formation. And that's what we're building. This is day 2 of habit formation. Dopamine is what gets you moving. Best way. This is what I love about dopamine. This is how I experience and how I learn about dopamine and what it does for me. See, my dopamine now is when somebody reaches out, buys a program, and says, I want to change my life. Can you help me change my life? My elevation comes up and says, absolutely, because I have been mentored over the years for decades. I've been mentored. I've been mentored by billionaire. I've been mentored by multi-millionaires. I've been mentored by best authors. I've been mentored by individuals that have spoken in front of thousands of people. I've been mentored by some of the greatest people out there, both on a personal level, a business level, and a spiritual level. Again, we're going back to the word hojo. How does dopamine work with hojo? Remember, mind, body, soul, and beauty. So dopamine for me was, when I first started to really hone in on this, was, hey, I know I don't mean a lot, and I know that I don't have a ton of money. I want to thank you for taking time, for sitting with me for 30 minutes and just having a real conversation and believing in me more than I believe in myself. That was the first message I sent to one of my best mentors, my greatest mentors. After he took time out of his day, when I went to a meeting and I pulled him aside and I just said, I need to chat. And we talked. He didn't have to. He could have charged me plenty of money for it, but he listened, and I asked him a couple of questions. I don't remember what we talked about. I really don't. I do remember me sending him a message and thanking him for that time, because at that time was the beginning part of me building who I am and what you see today. And I continue to build and see. Dopamine is that rush that I get, that fear base that I get. Then I'm like, oh man, I can't do it because I'm going to get rejected. They're going to see right through me. I'm a fake. I'm a phony. I'm a fraud. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. It starts to build that inadequacy. It starts to get, and the dopamine starts to move. You call it anxiety, whatever you want to call it. For me, it's this motion of this body going, guess what? This is the space that you live in. You have become comfortable living in the uncomfortability space. When I reached out to Dan Martell on LinkedIn, when I messaged him for the first time, was in LinkedIn, and he replied back, and we have this conversation. That was to me going, oh my gosh. And I've already been at this for over a decade, but I'm seeking those that are in a space that I want to be. I'm going after those in the space that they are currently, that I want to become. So dopamine helps me get moving. Dopamine gets me going in the space of you are going to learn to live in a space that is uncomfortable. You're going to embrace it. You're going to love it. It's exciting to know that I get to fail all the time. Let me say this again. I have embraced the word failure more than I have ever in my life. And I will explain tomorrow, day three, brain chemistry, what the word failure acronym means to me. Okay? Here's the deal. When you fail, you grow. When you fail, you learn. When you fail, it builds you stronger. Here is what I'm talking about. When you go to the gym and you grab that 50-pound dumbbell, right? And you're sitting there with a dumbbell and you want to curl these dumbbells. And you're like, man, I got this. And I'm going to curl these dumbbells, right? Design of that dumbbell, 50-pound dumbbell. The only design for that dumbbell is to make you fail. That is it. It doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your emotions. It doesn't care about your race, your creed, your sexuality. It doesn't care about where you are financially. It doesn't care about what part of the world that you live in. It doesn't care about any of that. The only design for that 50-pound dumbbell is to make you fail and to make you hurt and to make you feel inadequate and make you feel stupid and to make you think, man, everybody's watching me fail. Everybody is watching me. In this massive room that I'm at, small, big, large, whatever, everybody is looking at me, which, newsflash, they're not. Okay, just not. The reason you go to the gym every single day, whether I go 5 days a week, whether you go 7 days a week, whatever it is, 3 days, whatever. The reason you go is because you are learning where your breaking point is with failure. That's why you go. You love it. You learn it. You embrace it. Okay, so let's don't do dumbbells. Let's talk about running, walking. When you go on a run, you hit a point where you just can't go anymore. When you go on a walk, you hit a point where you can't go anymore. I don't care if you're fat. I don't care if you're skinny. I don't care if you have no muscle. You got all kinds of muscle. I don't care what it is. You changing the molecular structure of your body. The result of that is failure. The muscles you build, failure. The mindset to keep going, failure. Walking past the last point that you did before, failure. Running, hiking, camping, whatever it is. You love to fail. I go to the gym so I know where my failure is. I go to the gym so I know where my new 100% is. It is impossible. Let me make this clear. It is impossible to give 100% because 100% is failure. What I mean, I go to lift that dumbbell and I cannot move and it's just sitting there. I have exerted all my energy, all my strength, all my will, all my power, everything I have to lift this dumbbell, to curl it, and I cannot. It will not move anymore. I have given all that I have given, and I have failed because I could not lift it again. The byproduct of that is the next time I do it, I might lift it from there to there. You see that little increase? There to there. There to there. But guess what? That was an increase. Next time I'll go there to there. Next time 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 I got it. Now that because I've been able to curl it one time, that's not my 100% anymore. Progression. Dopamine is the most psychotic thing we can do because we go back to experience failure because it brings us joy. It brings us a sense of reality. It brings us a sense of I can do it because I'm going to beat myself up more than anybody else out there. I'm going to be harder in my mind. I'm going to be harder on my body. I'm going to be harder on myself, on my spirit, the whole nine. You are going to be just like me, embracing failure. Dopamine 101 is the ability to control the dopamine. And I'm talking about like control, like how you can control the outcomes of things. It is you get to control the space in which the dopamine comes. It's beautiful. But to understand that, you have to learn what is dopamine 101. So that is the goal today. Number 2, right? As it says, learn about dopamine's role in motivation and how it supports habit formation. That's the beauty of it. Learning how to build better habits. That's why you're here. And we're only 3 days in. This is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. Journal, go to the journal. List the habits you'd like to improve and why. Be very, very intentional. Here's what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4 habits. 4. Then you're going to learn what's called the 7 layers of why. What does that mean? So if I know habit number 1 is I want to walk better. I want to walk every single day. Okay? Then you're going to draw a line and an arrow, and it will say why. You'll answer that question. Then you'll draw a line from that why down, arrow over, write the word why. You'll answer that question. From that second why, you'll draw another line and an arrow over that says why. And then from the third and fourth and fifth, you will do that until you get to that 7th level of why. Is going to be the real reason why you want to walk better. You're going to write 4 of those. 4. So again, 4 habits you want to do, 7 levels. You should have 28 different levels. That is your building block for your why. That's what we call the root of your why. This is beautiful. And then you're going to journal about it. You're journaling, and then you'll be able to see it. So then don't forget yesterday's journal, right? I'm building resilience in my mind for myself and those that I love. That's what the affirmation was. Reflect on your current mental resilience areas for growth. So we're reflecting. Now we're asking the next step, what habits do I want to build? And you're going to put those in there. And then the affirmation is, I am motivated to build habits that elevate my life. I am motivated to build habits that elevate my life. We are here. You are here because you're just like me. Crazy, psychotic, nuts, driven. You are here because you no longer will accept the noise from other people chirping in your ear, saying what you are, who you used to be. You are here because those men that are in this space, remember, leadership, fatherhood is the greatest leadership. This brotherhood that you're a part of, you're in this space. We're all there. As small as we are leading the charge and the change of this global pandemic shift, which is up here. Mind, body, soul, beauty. We're building your hojo. Stay with it. Stay with it, men. Stay with it. This is only day 2. Day 2. Can you believe that? This is going to be fantastic. Stick with it. And you will transform and be the best version of yourself like you've never seen before. I love you, boys.